Hi everyone, I'm Maggie Weldon from maggiescrochet.com, and I'm here to introduce you to 7 projects that cover things. So the first project that I'm going to show you is a soap dispenser cover right here. This was made with worsted weight yarn, and you start it from the bottom, and then once you establish the rows, the rounds along the sides, it's the same stitch all the way up, and then there's a little shell round on the top, and then the little tie with the cherries on it. So that's worsted weight yarn, very easy skill. And then the next one is a can cover. So this would fit like regular soda cans or even these skinny cans that you see right here. It's pretty skinny. So anyway, that's a nice little gift, especially like for Father's Day or something, but you could do them in all different colors. And then this one is a bottle cover, and this is very, very stretchy. Like I could even put this mason jar inside of this. So you could use this for any size water container, and this is great for when you go on hikes, which I do sometimes, not as much as I would need to. But anyway, this is very, very easy. It's a great beginner project also, and this is started at the bottom with 3 rounds of double crochet, and then you just do a netting stitch all the way up, and then you chain and then work back on the chain for the strap. So then we're also going to show you how to make a little hat that's single crochet stitches that are done in the back loop. So that would be to cover a head. So then there's a toilet paper topper to cover your toilet paper, and that started at the top and then worked down straight on the rounds on the side. And then here's a mason jar cover for the lid, a lid cover. This looks like it's sport weight yarn, and you just do several rounds of lace and then thread the ribbon through to tie it. This makes great covers for jars, like if you're going to give gifts of honey or whatever. Then the last project is this cute little mason jar cover, or it could be any jar cover. And then this is really easy. Started from the bottom, a shell stitch, and then this makes an adorable little vase. Or if you just take this out and you have like the lid on there, it'd be a great gift too. So all 7 of these projects are in different videos, and right now Christina is going to show you how to make these on a close-up, and the links to everything are listed below. And thank you very much for watching.
Hey everybody, it's Christina from maggiescrochet.com. Today I'm going to show you how to crochet this soap holder. You just put your average hand soap right down in there. It's got a little tie at the top. So obviously you'll need a good bit of white yarn and just a little bit of green and red for the cherries here. And this was made using a size I crochet hook. But the gauge is listed on the pattern, so be sure to check that before you begin and make sure that it comes out about right. The only other thing you'll need is a yarn needle to weave in your ends once you're done. Alright, let's get started. You'll begin by taking your main color, which is white, and chaining 11, just like I've got here. Then you're going to work 5 double crochets in the 4th chain from the hook. So we'll see 1, 2, 3. There's my 4th chain right there. So I'll yarn over, insert into the stitch, grab a loop, pull it through. There's 3 loops on my hook at this point. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So there's 1 double crochet. I need a total of 5. And then we're also going to count those chains we skipped as a double crochet as well. So including that, we'll need a total of 6. So including that turning chain, I've got 4 right now. 5, and here's my last one. Alright, all worked into the same chain there. In the next 6 chain stitches, I'm going to do 1 double crochet each. So that's 1 in this one, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and you'll notice that that leaves us with just 1 chain left. And in that chain, you're going to work 6 double crochets as well. So it kind of mirrors what we did on this side. So just yarn over, go right into that stitch, and work your 6 double crochets. You may find, since this is nearest our slip knot, as you work all these stitches into it, that last chain stitch may want to kind of stretch out a little bit. It's fine if it does. I've got a trick to kind of tighten it back up, which I will show you as soon as I get all these in here. 5 and 6. So mine didn't stretch out too much, but if yours does, just grab the end of your starting tail and just give it a little tug and it'll snug that right up. Now we're going to be working in the unused loops of our starting chain. When we worked into the chain, I only worked through 1 loop, which leaves 2 loops left on each side, on the other side. So I'm going to double crochet in the next 6. And you can look and see here, here's my first double crochet, and there's those 2 loops. So I'm just going to kind of mirror my first side. I'll yarn over, go right into that hole, and work my double crochet. Same thing here, there's my double crochet, there's where I worked into it, there's my 2 strands, go underneath both those strands, and double crochet. So let's see, I think that was 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 is my last one. I'm going to join with a slip stitch to my first double crochet. Now that's actually the chain 3 here. So I'm just going to take my hook, go into the top chain there, just like that, grab a loop, pull it through the loop already on my hook, and you've got this little oval, which is the base of your soap dispenser. For round 2, go ahead and chain 1, and for this we're going to work in the back loops only. When you look at a stitch here, we usually work under both of these loops. Today we're going to go right down in the middle and only work through the back one, leaving this front one here unworked. So you'll start the round by chaining 1 single crochet in the same stitch as joining. In the next stitch we'll do a double crochet, so yarn over, work in the back loop only, so go kind of right down in the middle of those 2, so there's only 1 loop there, pull through, double crochet, and then the next one we're going to do a single, still working only in the back loops, then a double, and we'll repeat that around alternating single and double crochet stitches, and then join with a slip stitch when you get back to the beginning. So I'm going to finish round 2, then I'll come back and show you how to continue on to round 3. Once you have joined round 2, then you're ready to move on to round 3. We'll start by chaining 3. And again, we're going to count that as a double crochet. Then and we're working in both loops now. So you can go ahead and go under both loops, which is probably the way you're used to doing it. We're going to single crochet on top of the double crochet. So there's my double crochet right there. Just go right on top of it, work a single. And then you're going to double crochet on top of the single crochet. And you'll repeat that around. So next I'll do a single on top of a double, then I've got a double on top of a single, etc. all the way around. For round 3, join with a slip stitch at the end. Round 4 is pretty much the same thing. You'll start with a single crochet that time, but again you'll go all the way around with a double on top of a single, single on top of a double, etc. And that's actually what you're going to do from now until round 16. And that's going to be the majority of your little soap cover here. So just continue working doubles on top of singles, singles on top of doubles. And I will come back and show you round 17, which is where things get a little bit different. So here's the soap cover at the end of round 16. Look at this great texture that we've created here with our single and double crochets. So we only have a couple rounds left. Round 17 is the eyelet round. This is the round that you'll weave your tie in later. But for now, just go ahead and chain 1 single crochet in the same stitch as joining. Then chain 1, skip the next stitch, single crochet in the next stitch, chain 1, skip the next stitch, single crochet in the next stitch, and so on around. So you'll create these little windows here, and like I said, that's what we'll weave our tie through later. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this round, then I'll come back and show you round 18. At the end of round 17, go ahead and just join that with a slip stitch like I've done here. Then for round 18, you'll chain 1 single crochet in the same stitches joining, chain 3, 2, 3, single crochet in the next chain 1 space right here, chain 3, single crochet in the single crochet, chain 3, single crochet in the chain 1 space. So you'll just repeat this around, chain 3 and single crochet in the single crochets and in the chain 1 spaces. It'll give you a little bit of this kind of ridge here. So I'll finish doing that. I'm going to come back and show you the end of round 18 because it's a little something different. So I'll show you the end of round 18, then round 19 will be our last round, and we'll be ready to finish this off. So here I am at the end of round 18. I just did my last single crochet in a chain 1 space. I'm going to chain 1, and I'm going to do a half double crochet on top of the first single crochet of this round. So I'll yarn over, go to the top of that single, grab a loop and pull it through. I have 3 loops on my hook at this point. I'm going to yarn over and pull through all 3 of them. And what that does is put my yarn in the middle of one of these loops. So when I start the next one, we'll be offset. So to start the next one, chain 1, single crochet in this loop that you just made here. So just go right underneath yourself and single crochet. Then you'll chain 3, single crochet in the next loop, chain 3, single crochet in the next loop, etc., all the way around. And then when you get back to the beginning, just go ahead and join that with a slip stitch. Then you can finish off your white and weave in your ends. The other things you'll need for this project, you'll need to take some green yarn, and you're going to just do a chain about 70 chains long. That's about, I don't know, maybe 16, 20 inches, something like that. And once you've got that, you're going to weave it through round 17, which was the eyelet round. So as you look at your finished project, you've got this row of loops, you've got this row of loops, and the row under it is your eyelet round. So just go ahead and take this and weave it right through. You can use your fingers if you want. You can use a crochet hook to kind of help pull that through, and you'll just wind that through all the way around. The last thing you'll need to do is make 2 cherries. I've got one here, and you sew them onto the ends of your green, and they hang down. So to make those, go ahead and get your red yarn, and you'll start by chaining 4, and then you'll join it with a slip stitch to form a ring. So take your hook, go into that first chain closest to your slip knot there, grab a loop and pull it through the loop already on your hook, and you've made a nice little ring you can work into now. So we'll chain 2 and then work 12 double crochets all into this ring. So just yarn over, go right in the middle like that, and double crochet. So we want a total of 12 of these. The cherry is only 1 round. It's really easy, won't take you but just a couple of minutes. And then, as I said, leave a long enough end for sewing, and you'll just sew it right onto the other end of your green tie. As I'm finishing up, I just want to thank you guys for watching this video. If you've got any questions about this project, you can certainly ask them down in the comments. In the description, you'll find the links to the pattern and everything you'll need for this project. Let's see, how many doubles is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 3 more doubles. It's a lot of doubles to fit into this small space, but I promise you can do it. That should be 11 and 12, and then we'll end with a half double crochet, which is yarn over, pull a loop through. You've got 3 loops on your hook, and you're going to yarn over and pull through all 3 of those. And then just slip stitch that to the beginning chain 2. Leave a nice long end for sewing, and that's your cherry. So it'll look a little something. I've got to finish this up, but hopefully that gives you an idea of what your finished project is going to look like. Thanks for watching, guys.
And this is the third part, which we're going to do the edging round. So at the end of row 13, so what that is to just go between these 2 shells and go into that space right there and work a single crochet like that.